Hello, this is Palico Patch, and welcome back to another episode of Sunless Skies. In the last episode, well, we arrived at Port Haven and wasn't able to do a lot. We got no money, we've got a little bit of fuel, a little bit of food, and not a clue. So that's fun. However, I was just having a look through the journal to see if there's anything we could do out of our quest to try and earn a little bit of money or point us in the right direction in the local vicinity. And it would appear the escorting the short-sighted cryptozoologist is the way to go. We need to find Traitor's Woods, which lies to the southwest of New Winchester. And by Jove, we are southwest of New Winchester. I mean, you can't get much more southwesterner. So I'm hoping if we go around this sort of area here, we will come across it. That is the plan. That's all I got. That's all I got. So, yeah, let's go to the west of Port Haven and just see what happens, shall we? I mean, we're facing in the right direction. So we might as well... Oh, commit. The fastidious inspector approaches you in the galley. Captain, good day. I noticed your ship's clock had stopped. Perhaps you permit me to repair it. She has a little case of tools and a hopeful expression. You know what? We started this with the last captain. Let's do it again. Right. So we can inquire about her work, discuss the reach, compliment her skills, or bid her good evening. Let's discuss the reach. The wide, wild frontier, a sunless domain, but impossibly verdant, with gargantuan vines, cathedral-sized bronze woods, and livid fungal archipelagos. It has an uncouth splendour, but I miss Albion, and the steady light of the clockwork sun. These sunless reaches are so misty and quiet, she pauses, but critical. The territories here are rich with raw hours, and enough vegetation grows on them to feed the whole of London, even if some of it is a dubious shape. Let's ask about the hours. No, we've done that. Compliment her skills. Thank you, she says, a small embarrassed silence. Don't know if that was a good thing or not. I mean, I've done all this last time. I don't know if it really matters. We warred and we won. It's not my area of expertise, I'm afraid. The sun's made the law, they say. Now Her Majesty makes it. As for the Reacher's son, she looks through the window at the lightless, stirring mists. I don't know. Do suns grow old? Do they die of natural causes? I think that would probably be better than the alternative, wouldn't it? What about the news of London? London sits in her coat of smog. Courtiers squabble at the foot of the throne of hours, hoping to receive endowments of years. Meanwhile, hard-working civil servants labour to ensure everything runs as it should. Was there a touch of archness there? All is normal. I miss her, though. There is no city like London in all the skies. And Albion is very different from the Reach, much more civilized. You know what? We're going around in circles here. Fix my clock and we'll talk. Right, so. Here we be. I mean, again, we're sort of trying to head southwest. Hoping there's some sort of... Oh. You have learned from your experiences. We leveled up. Hooray! Well, let's take a facet, I guess. So, what did the winds of fate hold in store? We've got August Avenues. You spent your youth in the stuffy sitting rooms and chandeliered parlours. Hush, you can still hear the delicate sound of silver spoons on china cups. A lost love? Love, the gradual erosion of which separates you from someone else. The fitting together of two lives as intricately and intimately as the threads in a tapestry or the cells in your skin. And when one of those lives ends, what remains of the other? Spell in prison. The judge, stony-faced, condemned you to Newgate, that stalactite prison of old London. A mentor. For a time you enjoyed the favour and protection of a mentor. Someone who saw your potential and decided to nurture it. Or the liberation of night. You began to hear of a secret sector philosophy among the most extreme anarchist cells. The liberation of the night. So how are we at the moment? Hearts is 12. Veils is 25. Iron is 28. And mirrors is 13. So really, it's mirrors and hearts we need to put up. So we have 5 hearts, 3 mirrors. It's probably the best one to go for. A lost love. And we want mirrors too. So it'll be like an... So you loved, you lost, but how badly does it hurt you now? Like a gnawing ache, a hole in the heart. You feel, always, that something is missing. In the middle of other things, you will look up and around, and then remember that they will never be there. Well, that's pretty depressing, but true enough. There we go. So 17 hearts, 25 veils, 28 iron, and 16 mirrors. I think, again, not really knowing how to specialise currently, I think it's best if we just try and keep it as even as possible. But with that being said, have we? Yeah, we've done all that bit. Let's go down a bit. Oh, hello. I mean, you were growling at me. That's why I shot. Is that my bad? No. That's a win. A Cantankeri. Placated. The Cantankeri are lumbering, half-fossilized isopods that will attack anything they disapprove of. Given that they are very ancient and murderously grumpy, that means almost everything. Defeated Cantankeri has been blasted to smithereens. Only a cloud of stony chunks remains. So, we can collect a trophy. The new Somerset Hunting Club will be pleased. Oh! Well, that'd be good. Disperse the rubble. The fragments could be a menace to passing engines. Clear it out of the way as a service to other skyfarers for terror loss. Sift through the pulverised rubble. I haven't really got a decent chance. I'll leave it behind. You know what? We're going to grab a trophy. The crew set about the creature of hacksaws while the quartermaster prepares a board. The hunting club will no doubt wish to replace it with something finer in mahogany or bronzewood, but this will do for the moment. Cool. I mean, if I remember rightly, they still want me to have money to join, which I currently don't have. But hey, that's a win. That's a win. We have fought and survived. Incautious driver, is that? No, it's slightly different from the one I crashed into. Oh, hello again. It's probably not a good thing missing like that. Where you gone? Where are you? Oh, I can't leave my shots, that's for sure. Are we fighting? Oh, we're fighting. Oh, we're missing. Oh, we're still missing. I can dock? Let's dock. That's how you survive fighting. Settlers who live so far beyond the edge of civilization relish the hardships of solitude. They will fiercely defend their small territories, but occasionally welcome company and trade. Here is an abandoned homestead. Its roof sagged, its windows empty of glass. For every settler that makes a life for themselves in the reach, another is lost. So we can search. 48% chance, it's not too bad, or we can leave. You know what? I say okay. Hooray! You find bottles of homemade wine in the cellar, pots of meat pickling under the soil by the doorstep, and salvageable tools in an overgrown shed. Modest treasures that could mean the difference between life and death if your fortunes turn. So yeah, that is good for me. We need supplies. Oh, we still get attacked. Oh dear. Oh. Oh. That'll do me just fine. So, what can we do this time? Prize precious stones from its carapace. Gain sovereigns. 67 chance. Send one of the crew out with a set of pliers. You'll always find an uncanny specimen but may lose crew. I'm not going to leave it untouched. Deploy canning equipment. I need a butchery. You know what? Money would be good. Oh. Or not, as the case may be. Your efforts yield only modest results from a violent shudder racks the beast. 2 plates of carapace. Grind together, a crewman's hand was between them. His scream is thin in the hollows of the sky. Alright. So, hang on. So this is the first time in what, like 5 episodes now, I've come across somewhere which I can dock without actually seeing a dock. So am I actually going past stuff which I could dock at if I got close enough to it? Because if so, I've missed a few things. And we'll probably need to go back. But hey ho. Lesson learned? Maybe? I mean, it depends on how big this is around here. It's quite empty a space at the moment. That looks dockish. Oh, it's massive. What be you? Oh. Well, you be a wall. What's that over there? Can we dock over with you? We can. A spidered signal box, foggy with webs. Once it was part of the Isambard line. An old folly. The signal box is shrouded in grey. Close up, you see that the box is covered in delicate webs studded with cocoons. From the blue and white pattern of one bundle, it appears the spider has trapped a teapot. Inside, beneath a desk covered with rusted levers, is a luggage trunk. Captains in dire need can borrow from the cash inside, but custom dictates that they must later replenish it. So we can read the ledger. Captains who withdraw from the cash should note their name and ship and what they took. Occasionally they add anecdotes. We will gain a vision of the heavens or sky stories. We can raid the cache. A captain who takes some cash must later replenish it. This may mean enemy aids enemy, rival Suxauer's rival, but better that than bad luck, or we can leave. Let's take a ledger. We'll read the ledger. The handwriting is poor but legible. Captain O'Connor withdrew from the cache, citing desperate times. There was a column for miscellaneous notes. The captain writes of a homestead and their locomotive passed when journeying from Port Avon. The buildings were in the style of old London. The nostalgia brought the crew together after a near disastrous encounter with a chorister bee. I haven't come across one of those yet. We've got 2 sky stories. Nice. And I think we are done. Cool. That be that. What are you? We can mine. I can't mine, apparently, but there is what? There is a thing to mine. Okay. We need to find out how to mine. Done you. Something up here, apparently. Requires assaying. Can't do that either. Okie dokie. Well, that's something else we've opened up, which we have no clue what to do. I mean, at this point, I do feel like we'll be taking a little bit off where we need to go. So let's just go back. I mean, we're doing okay for fuel at the moment. A distant nebula shines on this place. Its light as mellow as melted butter. So we have tried going against. Didn't want to crash there. I mean, that's the only thing I would say about Sunless Sea compared to Sunless Skies. You could always recognise a port in Sunless Seas. So let's approach this. Oh, I can't. Alright. Can I get near it around this side? No. Alright. What about if I went here? Yeah, I know I'm worse for wear. I'm crashing into stuff. Right, so, no. Is the answer to all that. So let's go down this way. Yeah, that's confusing. See, I would have thought, from looking at it, that we were lower, we were higher than what we were going over. It's getting dark down here. Dark and narrow. I'm not feeling terribly good about this, if I'm going to be completely honest. I mean, there's a whole lot of nothing down here. Careful, Captain. A junior signaler says, I've lost friends to marauders who hide in the woods. Are you a marauder? Oh, lordy. Yeah, you're a marauder. Oh, that was cheeky. Oh, didn't mean to press that. Oh, didn't mean to press that. This suddenly isn't very good. Run away! Run away! There's no way I can take on two. One possible, but two not yet. 9. None. Go away. Are they following? New facet available. Oh. A narrow escape. Where the hell do I bring up a facet? I mean, how much money do we have right now? 17. Okay. Well, we'll just keep on keeping on. Hope for the best. I mean, if we were to run into trouble now, that would not be good. I mean, this to me says southwest. The pale wood. Maybe I just picked the wrong direction. Maybe I should have gone north. Maybe this is like more experienced territory. Traitor's Wood. Okay. Forest of towering bronze woods. The wind is full of fallen leaves. They rattle at your engine's windows. Is there nothing here at all? I feel I should probably get to the other side of whatever is on the other side of this abyss. And just check that I'm not missing anything. Ha 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 ha! Good, good, good. What are you? Somerset Camp. I say okay. Traitor's Wood is a sprawling, secluded forest on the edge of the Reach. Few venture beneath its gloomy boughs. A legend speaks of a king who sleeps under the barrow at the wood's heart. Okie dokie. What do we do? Let's go to the wood's edge, I guess. The wood is vast as a fell giant and fathomless as a great ocean. Like the ocean, much of it's hidden from view. Careful expeditions are required to go deeper into the wood. The forest is rich and wild in the verdant species of the Reach. Exploring the straight, dappled edges of the wood could be profitable. You may only perform one of these actions a fortnight. Wow. The wood guards its secrets. And we've got no chance of that. A little bit better chance of that. And rubbish chance of that. You know, not knowing if I'm going to be disallowed to do anything else if I do something here, I'm just going to come out for a second. Let's go to the Parting Glade, I guess. That looks like the only hospitable bit. Ah, here we go. The forest rises behind the station where a few tents have been set up. What might be an owl calls from somewhere in the wood. In the far distance, a great stone burrow rises over the trees. The glade, an oasis of wildflowers and sweet meadow filled in the midst of the brooding trees, is where captains meet to do business and bring their ventures to the woods to conclusion. Well, it's what we were looking for to bring the cryptozoologist here. I'm guessing we'll just crack on with those first. So we're going to hunt for creatures with the cryptozoologist. One of the many horrors in this wood is bound to delight her. The cryptozoologist grabs your arm. Look there! And indeed, deep in the woods where little light can penetrate, you see a shape, hunched over, covered with hair. The cryptozoologist digs into her backpack and pulls out a blowgun. Tranquilizer, she explains, fitting an ungainly telescopic sight on top of it. The dark strikes her target. With a howl of protest, it collapses. You follow the cryptozoologist to the unconscious body of a bearded man in a thick coat. Undaunted, she heads back into the woods in search of a discovery that won't swear as much upon waking. You leave her before she can mistake you for her quarry. Right, so we've done that. Thank God we've got 100 sovereigns and an otherworldly artifact. Hopefully not the bearded man. Fantastic. So, I suppose we do it in order now. Approach the tents. A group of sad-looking tents huddle together on the edge of the wood. Figures sit around a campfire bickering. You move through the damp of the wood, the ground beneath your feet slick with fresh fallen rain. The figures around the campfire do not seem to have heard you, engrossed entirely in their argument. 3 figures draped in a scholar's robes huddle around a campfire. They are arguing about kings. A banner in the colours of Somerset, London University's most respectable college, gleams in the firelight. As you approach, the discussion dies. One of the scholars, a woman with a fierce expression, stands up. Only scholars should be here. Are you one? No? Perhaps a gift would persuade them. I can't afford supplies right now. There are shops here. But let's not push that. Okay, so... we can explore the glade. Birds trawling nearby trees, and the sweet scent of flowers pervades the air. Oh, let's get a port report first. There's no one here, but perhaps someone will take an interest in how the wood fares. Outside of the Somerset camp, the great forest of bronzewood trees has gone untouched by human hands. Voices sound in the deeps of the woods forlorn and far away. The wood is vast and vastly lonely. Cool. So, explore the glade, I guess. There is no one else here at present, but there are signs of recent passage. A discarded set of cups from some clandestine picnic. Loose papers hastily torn from a notebook. A few bullets in scorched grass. People come to the glade to conduct meetings as neutral ground and as a place to think, secluded from the watchful gaze of the high wilderness. Forest rises behind the station where a few tents have been set up. We've done all this bit. So, does that mean you're not going to allow me to actually do anything? No. Okie dokie. So, let's do an expedition, maybe? Possibly? Somerset College has until recently funded expeditions into the forest. Those who've returned speak of voices on the wind, of murmurs in uninhabited groves. So you must first decide how many crew you wish to take with you on your expedition. The more you take, the likely you will succeed, but at the risk of losing them all. Then choose your decision. So, small expedition. Ugh. I can't really do any of this. I don't have the fuel or the supplies. And they're happy that they don't die, which is also a good thing. So let's have a look at the campfire, and then we'll go check out the shop. Oh, we're doing the campfire. Is that us done then? I think that's us done here. So let's have a look in the bazaar. Even in this secluded part of the reach, there is a trade to be done. and loneliness to be assuaged. Even here, captains have set up a base to trade and gossip. You may find bargains here or fulfill prospects you've claimed. So the snivelling spirifer is selling souls. The spirifer is an unlicensed dealer in souls. This one has a perpetual sniffle. He finds a quiet corner to show you a sample of grubby bottles. Wispy shapes caught inside. See, he sniffs, fine as porcelain. I swears every one of them was teetotaler or church going. So is this if I want to buy them? I do not want to buy them. Don't I have souls anyway? Where be my souls? I got one. Now, I don't think I actually need souls. No, we've got our inspector. Oh Lord, north, northeast. I think I'm gonna have to go head up north. I'm hoping. Oh, bronzewood. Hollowed from the vast trees of the reach, bronzewood is prized for its durability and its gleaming resin. And it's very, very expensive. But supplies, thankfully, are not too expensive. Having said that, they are quite expensive. I presume, and the reason I've bought that is because if we run out of fuel before supplies, you can still burn supplies for fuel. Failing that, we'll be throwing a crew member into the fire. But I think that's all I can really do here. So although we've actually gone and completed a quest as such, we're no better off, really. I mean, we know where Magdalene's is. Where does that guy want to be? Port Prosper, northeast of New Winchester. I mean, if you take into consideration how far away this is from this, then it's going to be beyond Magdalene's, isn't it? It's going to be around here. Possibly here. No, this is west. It's this side. Oh, Billocks is even further. Oh, joy. Well, I guess we go back to New Winchester, drop off those port reports we've got, and then head in the other direction. I mean, we could probably loop up here and hope that we come out somewhere around here. I'm just a little bit sort of holding off because of our fuel situation. It is not good. It is not good. But hey ho, that is for the next episode. So thank you for watching. As always, a like is appreciated. And I'll catch you on the next one. Take it easy.